In today's video, I'm going to show you how to dethatch your lawn using a cordless dethatcher. Now, earlier this season, I reviewed a corded version of this machine that worked so well and the price was awesome at only $128. But I got so many comments from people that just hate extension cords, and they wanted me to take a look at the cordless version of this dethatcher to see if it could get the job done. This is the Greenworks cordless dethatcher. It's a 40-volt lithium-ion powered unit, and it costs $199. Now that's just for the dethatcher. You will need to supply a battery and a charger. Everything was very well packed inside the box, but the better news is there's not a lot of items in here, and that means less assembly so that we can get started. They also included a replacement pack of tines, which can be really handy in case you break one or you just wear them out over time. To put this together, you just need a Phillips head screwdriver. Then you want to go ahead and remove the plastic off of each of the parts and start by putting the lower half of the frame in place. Now this is simple, you just push it into position, but the most important thing is you want to make sure that those holes in the side line up, because once you get them all the way in, you've got to secure it with a Phillips head screw. Once you finish tightening the screw, just go to the other side and repeat the same process. And for the rest of the assembly, you won't need any more tools. We've now just got to put the top part of the handle onto the dethatcher. You want to slip it over the lower part of the handle, but make sure that you align it so that you can see through the holes. Slip our thumb screws through and tighten them up by hand to make them snug. The handle on this machine is not adjustable, but you can fold it down for easy storage. To complete the assembly, we've just got to secure this cord. Now they give you these cable clips that just snap on, and they make sure everything stays neat, and it keeps that wire away from any moving parts. And here's the corded version of the dethatcher that I reviewed earlier this year. Now this thing is still a Best Buy at $128, and it worked incredibly well. But I wanted to share this side by side with the battery version so you could see the differences. Now they both dethatch a 14-inch width, and they're basically the same design, but I would say that the battery version feels a little bit heavy-dutier, and the plastic seems a bit thicker to me. The wheels are different on both machines. Now on the corded version, you can actually adjust the height of the wheels, which controls the depth that the machine will dethatch. But on the battery version, they're actually fixed and they're not adjustable. And this isn't a problem for me, because even with the corded machine, I was just running on the lowest setting anyway. And this is the battery that runs it. This is the Greenworks 4 amp hour lithium-ion battery. Using this lawn dethatcher is so easy. In fact, it's exactly the same as the corded version. You just push in that gray button, squeeze the handle, and you're ready to dethatch your lawn. Before you dethatch your lawn, you've got to mow it first. And I don't just mean like you normally do. You've got to adjust the wheels of your mower so that you're setting it between 1.5 inches and 2.5 inches tall. You don't need to scalp it to the ground, but if that grass is too long, the tines on the dethatcher are going to get caught up and it won't be able to do its job. Now I haven't even walked 4 feet with this machine, and you can already see the thatch behind it. Now just like the corded version, these are not self-propelled, but those tines are spinning so fast that it does kind of pull the machine along. So it's pretty much effortless walking with it. And take a look at this. After a few minutes, there was a ton of stuff coming out of my grass. But the biggest thing I was thinking about here was how would it perform with the battery, and how much dethatching could I do before this thing died. The book says you'll get about 40 minutes of dethatching time. Now I put this to the test and I ended up getting around 35 minutes, so that's pretty close, and it is going to vary a bit depending on the height and the thickness of your grass. 2 questions I get asked all the time is how often should I dethatch and when is the best time to do it? Well, there's really no best time. You can do it any time of year, but I highly recommend avoiding the hottest time of the summer. For me here in Massachusetts, I like to dethatch once in the spring and then once in early fall. You can see there was a lot of stuff in this lawn that needed to come out, but as we step back, this was the amount of area I was able to do on a single battery charge. I had to recharge it a second time to get the entire space done. And when you're done dethatching your lawn, you've got to clean this mess up. You can go ahead and rake it up by hand, use a leaf blower to put it all together in a pile, but the most efficient way is going to be just to use your lawnmower with a bagger. Don't even think about trying to mulch this stuff back into your lawn. Now whether you're using a riding mower or a push mower, there's a couple of important tips. Number 1, you can't mow as fast as you normally do. This stuff is thick and can clog the chute of the machine really easily, so slow down and take your time, and your bag is going to fill up really fast. All that debris you're getting rid of was smothering your lawn, so this is well worth it. Normally when I review lawn equipment, the more expensive machines are going to perform better, but this time that wasn't the case. The battery-powered version of this Dethatcher was just as good as the corded version, but it does come at a much higher price. If you want to save money and get a great machine, my #1 pick is still the corded version of this thing. So if you want to dethatch your lawn, hopefully this video gave you a couple of choices that can make the job a little bit easier. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already for more videos coming up.